welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Stars taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the mound today, Osvaldo Bido. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to go at the plate. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
The changeup missing. And this one is off and running. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
A little bit low.
Down,
now
ball.
2 balls and a strike. And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
Now here is Alfonso Soriano. And that's fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Over to first, and he's saved. Crow Armstrong on at first, nobody out. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Pickoff throw. Crow Armstrong back in on a dive.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting.
Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it gets into the seats.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now a chance for Gage Workman on the ground right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
That is for the designated hitter.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Grant Holman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, no outs. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. First and second here, no outs. Got him. And that is a big first out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Moises Ballesteros. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. 1 runs in. So no advance beyond third as they don't want to test the strong arm in left.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfect.
On the ground to third, and it gets by him. Runner in from third to extend their lead. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. Hogan Harris on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now the first baseman, Michael Bush. And that one wrapped foul. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Tattooed and gone. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0. So here's Horner now. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That one gets down for a hit.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
One down.
Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 8-0.
Now pitching for
so they turn to the lefty in this spot, T.J. McFarland.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Back to the top of the lineup, Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. There's a swing and a drive. And it looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock. McFarland checks the runner, and he's back in easily. Crow Armstrong leads off second with one gone in the inning. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Cut on and lifted in the air. Butler makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they now lead by 9. Next to hit, Gage Workman. Reached on an infield single his first time. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. And starting this one, Justin Steele. Chris, what are you looking for from him? Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
He swings and fouls one off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Tucker brings it in, and there's one down. Here's Miguel
Batting
Andujar.
second, the left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
Into center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Long run, nice grab. And there's two down. Now it's the right
Batting
fielder,
third,
Brent
the right
Rooker.
fielder.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 9-1. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. 2 out, space is empty. This one to Bryant. That's the 3rd out. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Suzuki.
Never.
All right, saying in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
All over that one right there. Other than
Now
ripping
batting,
one into the gap
catcher,
or blasting one
Moises
over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of
Ballesteros.
hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
This to center field. Butler on his way in. Nice grab on the run. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run
Now
right there.
batting,
He saved
third
extra
baseman,
bases for
Chris
sure. If the pitcher's his
Bryant.
friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Checks over to first. Back safely. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Bryant stands in now and watches strike one. And that one is downstairs. And the count even 1-1.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one
Now
gone.
batting,
He
the
was
first
all
baseman,
over that
Michael
one. Once you get the ball by the
Bush.
pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ground ball left side could be 2. Here's Geloff for 1. And that's 2. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Soderstrom.
Shota
Now pitching.
Imanaga comes on now.
Shota
And he's got a nice lead to
Imanaga.
work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
First pitch, and he just misses. And that one a little bit
That's
high.
the ball.
Next offering is fouled back. And that drops in for a strike. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. Throw is high and over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. Swinging a foul straight back.
How about this one, Boog? In 2023, Arias hit grand slams for Boston in back-to-back plate appearances. They happened on different days, but he still became the first Red Sox player to do it since Jimmy Fox in 1940.
Lawrence Butler up next for the A's.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. In the air, right field. Tucker sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's 9-2. 2 down, bases empty. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one in the dirt. Now 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Justin Sterner.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
Number 60.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Geloff on the move, stretches out and holds it in.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Tucker in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Just
no,
missed.
That's out.
Next offering is down low. 1 out, base is empty. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And that one ripped to left. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Now batting, left fielder Alfonso.
And the batter now, Alfonso Soriano. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and that is that. And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
Here's
A's,
the third baseman, Max Schumann. Jake Arrieta takes over on the mound.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Arrieta measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1.
Wilson.
That one at 95, missed up top, ball one. Just missed.
2-0.
That's out to center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. The Athletics down to their last out. Now the left fielder, Miguel Andujar. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs.
Ball.
And a foul ball. 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
They were ready early on. Just a 3-inning game, but we saw a lot of action. That was as much a slugfest as you could hope for in this type of contest.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.